What I'm about to share is not something you will easily find or hear about. This is a hidden key, a spiritual secret that has been overlooked by many, but holds the potential to completely shift your reality. Think of one thing in your life that feels stuck. Just one. It could be a financial situation, a relationship, a career opportunity, or even your health. Hold it in your mind for the next few moments. Got it? Good. Because what I'm about to share with you is going to meet you right there in that situation. King David wasn't just any man. Yes, he had his flaws, and yes, he made mistakes, but he had something most people never tap into. He understood something profound about the spiritual realm. So much so that God himself called him a man after my own heart. Think about that. What kind of person earns that description from God? Someone who knew how to align with divine power in a way that others couldn't even comprehend. David wrote many psalms, each carrying its own unique power, but there's one in particular that stands out, a psalm that seems to hold a hidden, almost supernatural key. And within that psalm, there's one specific line so powerful that if you truly grasp its meaning and speak it with faith, it has the potential to shift your reality entirely. I may not know exactly what you're going through right now, whether it's a closed door, a breakthrough out of reach, or a blessing you've been waiting on far too long. But here's what I do know. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use this psalm to shift your life in ways you never thought possible. Let's dive in. Let me take you back to the day King David penned these words so powerful they still resonate through the ages. It wasn't an ordinary day. It was the day the Ark of the Covenant, the very representation of God's glory, was finally being brought back to Jerusalem. Now, I need you to pause for a moment and really picture this. The Ark wasn't just a symbol, it was the physical manifestation of God's presence, power, and favor. For years, decades, it had been missing, far from where it truly belonged. Imagine what that meant for David and his people. Battles fought, prayers unanswered, victories delayed, all because the Ark was not in its rightful place. But this moment was different. This was the day the Ark was coming home, and David understood that this wasn't just a physical return. Something spiritual was shifting. He knew there were gates, spiritual gates, standing in the way. Gates of resistance, gates of opposition, gates of impossibility. And David wasn't about to let them stand. So, out of this profound understanding, David declared one of the most powerful statements ever spoken. Words that didn't just address physical gates, but spiritual ones. He said, "Lift up your heads, O gates, and be lifted up, O ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in." Psalm 24, verse 7. Now let me bring it to you. What are the gates in your life? Is it fear? Is it a lack of resources? Maybe it's self-doubt or the constant feeling that you're not enough. Whatever it is, I need you to recognize it right now, because those same gates that David commanded to lift, they are the gates you need to confront today. This is where it gets real for you. Those same words David spoke to command the gates to open. They're not just ancient history, they're alive. They're the key, and they're waiting for you to use them. Because just like David, you have gates in your life that need to open, barriers, struggles, and obstacles that have been standing in your way for far too long. Stay with me, because in a moment, I'm going to share exactly how to use these words to unlock those gates and welcome the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Step 1. Remember earlier when I asked you to think about the one thing in your life that feels stuck? The one area where it feels like no matter what you do, nothing moves. And have you noticed I've mentioned gates more than once? That's not a coincidence. It's intentional. Here's the truth. Before you can command a gate to open, you need to identify what that gate is. What's blocking you? Is it fear, doubt, financial struggles, broken relationships? Whatever it is, you need to name it, because you can't confront what you won't acknowledge. Take a moment right now, close your eyes if you need to. What is the gate in your life? What's been standing between you and the breakthrough you've been praying for? Is it a lack of resources? Is it resistance from others? Or maybe it's an inner struggle, your own self-doubt holding you back. Once you've identified that gate, I want you to hold it in your mind. Don't shy away from it. Don't sugarcoat it. See it for what it is. Because this is the gate we're going to command to open, step by step. Got it? Good. Let's keep moving, because now we're about to step into the authority you already have to make this gate move. Let's go. Step 2. Now, here's where it gets personal. You're not just saying words anymore. You're confronting the very gates that have been holding you back. This is the moment where you speak directly to the obstacles in your life and declare victory over them. Let me show you how this works. Think about the gate you've identified. Maybe it's financial lack, a broken relationship, a health challenge, or even a deep sense of self-doubt. Whatever it is, give it a name. You need to be specific here because calling it out by name gives your words power. For example, if your gate is financial lack, say this: "Lift up your heads, O gates of financial lack. Be lifted up, O ancient doors of struggle, that the King of Glory may come in." If it's a relationship, lift up your heads, O gates of broken trust. Be lifted up, O ancient doors of conflict, that the King of Glory may come in. You see what's happening here? You're not just talking about your situation. You're taking authority over it. You're commanding it to move. This isn't wishful thinking. This is faith in action. Now it's your turn. Say it out loud. Don't hold back. Speak to your gate like it's already defeated. Lift up your heads, O gates of name your gate. Be lifted up, O ancient doors, that the King of Glory may come in. Feel the power in those words. Feel the shift in your spirit. Because when you declare this with faith, you're not just speaking to your situation, you're activating divine power to make it change. This is where breakthroughs happen, but there's one more step to seal this. Let's move into it. Step 3. Now, let's seal this declaration with unwavering belief. This is the step where you stop questioning and start trusting. You've spoken to the gates, you've named the obstacles, and now it's time to act as if the breakthrough has already happened. Here's what you do. After declaring those powerful words, sit in silence for a moment. Close your eyes and visualize the gates opening. See the breakthrough you've been praying for. Picture the abundance, the peace, the restoration, whatever it is you're believing for, flowing into your life effortlessly. Imagine how it feels to finally have that burden lifted. Feel the joy, the relief, the gratitude. Hold on to that feeling as if it's already yours. And here's the most important part. Don't allow doubt to creep in. Whenever you feel those old thoughts of fear or disbelief rising, remind yourself, the gates have lifted. The King of Glory has entered. Repeat it to yourself as many times as you need to until your spirit aligns with the truth you've declared. Throughout your day, walk in that faith. Act like someone who already has their breakthrough. Speak like someone whose prayers have already been answered. When you carry this energy, you're not just hoping for change, you're living it. And that's when the shift begins to manifest. Now, for the next 7 nights, you're going to declare this psalm with conviction. Find a quiet place where you can focus, free from distractions. Before you begin, take a moment to center yourself, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and imagine every closed door in your life beginning to open. Now, repeat this psalm out loud. Lift up your heads, O gates, and be lifted up, O ancient doors, that the King of Glory may come in. Say it slowly. Feel the power in each word. Imagine those gates representing the barriers in your life. doors that have been locked for far too long. Visualize them swinging wide open as you declare this truth. And here's the key. After you say the psalm, take a moment of gratitude. Thank God for the doors that are already opening, even if you can't see them yet. This act of faith shows that you trust in His timing and His power. This works because it aligns your words, your thoughts, and your faith with God's promises. King David's secret wasn't in his position or power. It was in his unwavering belief that God would do what He said He would do. And when you declare His word over your life, you're stepping into that same faith. If you're ready to see those doors open, type "Every gate be lifted" in the comments below. Let that be your declaration today. And don't just stop there. Share this video with someone who needs a breakthrough in their life. Thank you for watching, and remember, God's word never returns void. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Let's make it happen together. See you in the next video.